Hello, everyone. Welcome to the VORTEX Handbook 2, VORTEX Portal Quick Guide. This guide is designed for both system integrators and end users to help you navigate the VORTEX portal efficiently. Today, we're going to explore the essential features and functionalities of the portal so you can make the most of your VORTEX system. Let's get started. In this guide, we'll walk you through the key sections of the VORTEX portal. 1. User privileges. 2. Message Center. Think of it as the system's event log hub. 3. System settings, including reseller management, auto firmware updates, alarm management, and audit logs. 4. VCA settings, where we'll touch on the strengths of VORTEX cameras for video content analysis. 5. Archiving important video clips. Each of these features is critical for managing your VORTEX system. Whether you're a system integrator or an end user, we encourage you to stick with us and get familiar with these topics. For system integrators, you can log into the VORTEX portal remotely by using the Remote Access button in the Reseller portal. For end users, please use the credentials you received in the onboarding email to log in. For detailed instructions on creating accounts or setting up organizations, check out Handbook 1. Now, let's start by looking at the Reseller Management feature in the System tab. If you're a system integrator or an end user, this is the first page you'll want to check when starting with VORTEX. Reseller Management connects the Reseller portal to the VORTEX end user portal. Here's what it does. By default, the Remote Access feature is enabled when a system integrator creates a VORTEX organization for an end user. This allows system integrators to provide direct support through the portal. End users can disable or re-enable this feature anytime after logging in. They can also replace their system integrator with another one if needed. Keep in mind, though, that only one system integrator can be connected to an end user organization at a time. If you'd like more details about remote access, refer to Handbook 1. Next, we'll talk about user roles and the privileges assigned to each role within the VORTEX portal. Before we dive into user roles, let's step back for a moment. In most cases, the system integrator will add and configure cameras right after setting up the end user portal. However, sometimes the organization is created first, and the installation, like adding and configuring cameras, is handled later by an installer. In these cases, the system integrator or end user can invite the installer to the VORTEX portal. Once invited, the installer can log in and complete the setup using a browser or app. The Users tab makes it easy to manage user accounts. Here's how you invite someone. 1. Click the Invite User option. 2. Enter their email address. This could be, for example, the installer like what we just mentioned. 3. The invited user will receive an onboarding email with instructions to log in. You can assign the admin role at this stage, or you can leave it for later if needed. When inviting someone, the system will ask you to assign their role, either supervisor or viewer, based on camera groups. Don't worry, you can always update this later. Once invited, the user will receive an email to log into the VORTEX portal through a browser or app. Their privileges will depend on the role they're assigned. VORTEX uses role-based access to keep everything secure and efficient. The main roles include Organization Owner, Admin, Supervisor, and Viewer. Each role has specific permissions. For example, only admins and owners can access system-wide settings, like managing alarms or granting admin privileges. You'll find more details about these differences on the next slide. Here's a quick overview of the difference between supervisors and viewers. Viewers can only watch live camera streams they're permitted to access. They can also check related events but can't perform advanced tasks like playback, video archiving, VORTEX deep search and profile search, or setting VCA rules. Supervisors, on the other hand, have broader access and can handle all those features. Now let's talk about administrators. Admins have more privileges than supervisors and viewers. They can manage system-wide settings, like everything shown in the System tab. That's the panel you see on the right-hand side of this slide. In addition to the features we mentioned earlier, admins can also add or delete devices within the organization, create or delete device groups, assign devices to specific groups, invite or remove users from the organization, grant or revoke device group access for users, promote a user to admin or revoke their admin privileges. Of course, the organization owner also has full control over these actions. If you're an admin, you can promote another user to admin by following the steps outlined here. It's a straightforward process to delegate responsibilities when needed. Here's a summary comparing admins with supervisors and viewers. We've already covered most of these features, but this slide provides a quick FAQ-style overview to help you explain these differences to your customers. Now let's look at the organization owner role. The organization owner has a unique privilege. They can see a special block in the System Organization Details section. Only the organization owner can transfer ownership to another user or delete the organization. Each VORTEX organization can have only one organization owner. To wrap up the topic of privileges, here are the key questions and the answers we listed to remember about the organization owner. Who becomes the default organization owner when the organization is created? How many organization owners can an organization have? What level of access does a system integrator have when using remote access? Who has the authority to delete the organization? Can the organization owner role be transferred to someone else? Also, keep in mind that VORTEX currently supports only 4 roles. But in 2025, we plan to introduce customizable roles with tailored permissions. Next, let's explore the Message Center. The Message Center logs all system events and provides an overview of notifications and alerts. For example, you can track events like SD card life expectancy or camera disconnections here. The Message Center tracks different types of events. Device events include all VCA events, audio detections, digital input, and tampering detections from VORTEX cameras. NVR events from VORTEX Connect NVRs include proprietary VCA events, digital outputs, and passive IR events from VIVOTEK on-premise cameras. System events, like device disconnections, firmware update failures, recording errors, and SD card issues, are also logged here. For NVRs connected through VORTEX Connect, we support displaying proprietary events from VIVOTEK NVRs. Check the page for supported event types. It's important to note that the Message Center is not the same as the Alarm Management section. If you want to receive real-time notifications for specific events, you need to set up alarms under Alarm Management. Notifications can be sent via email or through the VORTEX app. We've also listed supported VIVOTEK NVR models for reference. Now, let's look at how VORTEX handles automatic firmware updates. VORTEX ensures your devices are always up to date with automatic firmware updates. As an admin or organization owner, you can adjust the update schedule. If there is new firmware released by VORTEX team, during the update window, VORTEX cameras will update one at a time to avoid disrupting operations. Each update takes just a few minutes. Note, disabling automatic updates is not an option to ensure devices always run on the latest firmware with VIVOTEK's latest solutions. The audit log feature allows admins and organization owners to track user actions within the organization. We're continually improving this feature, so you can expect more actions to be tracked in future updates. Proactive monitoring is essential, and Alarm Management helps you achieve this by sending real-time notifications for specific events, such as SD card failures, VCA rule detections, device disconnections, and all the other events we support. VORTEX's alarm setup process is straightforward. You can define the trigger source, such as the events or devices, the action to be taken, the recipients for notifications. Actions include mobile notifications, emails, camera digital outputs, webhooks for server integration, and audio deterrence using VORTEX-supported IP speakers. VORTEX currently supports 5 video content analysis (VCA) rules. These rules are all triggered based on human and vehicle detection. With VCA, you can capture critical video clips based on human or vehicle detections. These events are logged in the Message Center under Device Events and can also serve as triggers for real-time alarms. Stay tuned for more VCA rules coming in 2025. For now, refer to the VCA setup guide and related articles on our website for more details. The archive feature allows you to back up important video clips to the cloud, even if you don't have a cloud storage license. Here are the key points. 1. Only supervisors, admins, and organization owners can use this feature. 2. Users can archive clips via the playback bar, as shown here. Users can also archive clips via Message Center or search results. After archiving, you can find the archived files under the Archive tab. One particularly useful feature is public sharing. You can generate a URL link to share archived clips with law enforcement or other relevant parties. To wrap up, remember that archiving can be done through the playback bar, the Message Center, deep search and profile search results. That concludes the VORTEX Handbook 2, VORTEX Portal Quick Guide. We hope this session helps you understand and use the powerful features of the VORTEX Portal effectively. For more details, check out the information on our website, YouTube, and follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to supporting your success with VORTEX.